Hello singers, today we are working on how much air pressure to use in your singing. So too much air pressure actually puts a lot of tension on your throat, on your voice. It causes the tone to be very tight and it can actually sometimes muffle a tone just a little bit, just a hair, as well as it can erase your vibrato because there's so much pressure on your voice that the larynx can't rock for that vibrato. Another side effect of too much air pressure is sometimes you can't hit certain notes, especially high notes and low notes. The extremes of your range can be much harder to hit when you have too much air pressure. A lot of beginning singers, when they are asked to sing loud or crescendo, they have a tendency to just shove too much air pressure through. Now, on the flip side, too little air pressure can actually make the tone very weak and breathy. It can also be harder to hit notes because you just don't have enough velocity in your air pressure to make those notes work. So, finding the happy medium, the sweet spot of how much air pressure to use in your singing can be a real challenge at times. And when you do find that spot, what actually happens to your voice is it relaxes because it's working as efficiently as it possibly can. Also, the tone tends to get very clear, and that's a great indicator that you are using a nice amount of air pressure. So this is great to talk about, but how do you figure out how much air pressure? What's a great exercise to do working on this? And a great little tool is a rubber band. So you can just kind of play around with how much air pressure you're using. So little air pressure, small, big air pressure, pull it tight. And the other great thing about this rubber band is it can just distract you just enough so you're not overthinking it, and you can spend a little time to listen and feel what you should be listening and feeling for as you're trying to figure out how much air pressure to use. Now, different parts of your range may use different amounts of air pressure, so that is something to be sensitive to as well. I like to start this exercise just on a single note. I just kind of start nice and easy, low air pressure. I know it'll be breathy and maybe even a little out of tune to start. Try, just keep playing around with it. Until you really find that sweet spot. And have fun, just kind of experimenting. Also, keep in mind that when you get it right, those notes will be easier to hit, your voice will feel more flexible, it will feel more agile, and it will be clearer.